Travis with Fat Daddies. Today we're going to talk about the Comet wash. I've never done one of these, although I've heard of them done. I've even seen a video of them done. But what we're doing is just taking Comet, the bathroom kitchen cleaner that's been around forever, and we're going to use it to scrub this old chalky oxidized paint and see if we can bring it back just a little bit, make it look a little bit better than it does. This time it's not going to look new, but better. Full disclosure, I've already done the other side of the truck just to see if it was going to be worth filming, and it makes a pretty good difference. So we're going to show this side. In hindsight, the other side of the truck has a lot more blue on it than this side, but we're still got plenty of moss and chalk and stuff on here that we're going to get cleaned off the best we can, and then once the truck's good and dry, we'll go back over and look and see how it's done and what kind of difference it's made. You can see here how chalky this old paint is, just dull looking. If we can get some of that chalk off and just make it shine a little bit better, just to clean it up a little bit. And of course it's covered down the side in moss from just sitting in the shade and all this time. It's been sitting for years. So let's get to scrubbing on a little bit and see what happens. Okay, we're gonna have to do this in one take. So we'll start off by wetting it down here. I will admit from doing the other side of the truck that this does take a fair amount of elbow grease. I mean, not terrible, but I think the more elbow grease you put in it, the better your results. When I first started the other side, as I started, I almost wondered if I wanted to continue. But as I was setting the camera up, I noticed that old Nova trunk lid over there would have been a lot less surface area for me to fool with, and I probably could have just showed you on that. But here we are. Truck's halfway done. Let's get it finished up. So we'll come in here and start scrubbing. Get a little bit of water on there. On the other side of the truck, I just sprinkled it onto a little pile onto the sponge and went at it. I haven't done the hood at all, so get a little heavy on there, I guess. It's got some. I'm trying to lightly go with the scrubby side. Not real hard, because the paint's got some kind of webbing in it there a little bit. On the sides of the truck it wasn't like that, so I just used the soft side. I'm not applying a whole lot of pressure because I don't want to really cut, I'm not really going after the paint, I'm going after what's on top of it. Like this side. And here we go, we got all this moss and stuff on the front. This powder is actually it's a scouring powder, so it's actually it's got a real fine grit to it. It's not meant to really scratch up what you're cleaning, like in your bathroom and kitchen, but it is giving it a little bit more cut to try to get the grime off your stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know if you can see it from there, but you can definitely see a line here where I scrubbed and where I didn't. And it's taken all that chalk, that chalky oxidation off. I'm not gonna make you watch the whole thing, so we're gonna speed this up. Okay, hood's all done. Let's see how the sides turn out. This stuff says with bleach. I'm getting some of them on my shirt, so not sure how that's going to turn out. It's just a work shirt though. I mentioned that on the sides here, I just pile some on the sponge and start scrubbing. Use a scrubby side on the rusty area here. I used it a lot up here too, but definitely go use it on the rust area. Get that moss off there. All right, now let's check out the white. That's gonna be the biggest difference, I think. You can see. Need a little more water. Scrubby side in here, that moss is a little stubborn, looks like. I guess normally if you drop your sponge when you're washing your car, you don't pick it back up and reuse it. In this case, I don't know if it's going to matter. Oh. So, much better than it looked. So I guess if you're going to stick with me for just a minute, we'll turbo speed the video here and get it wrapped up. Well, I'm about out of elbow grease. I'm sure you guys are tired of watching, but you can see that it does a pretty good job. And let's check out. We're gonna let it dry overnight, and we'll check out and see how it looks once it's all dry and in the sun. Okay, here we are. It's the next day, and the truck is dried off. I came out here and looked at this morning, a couple observations I wanted to make. That I made. There's a couple areas here where still got some smear and stuff on it, and I think it's just the Comet doesn't rinse off that well. Like the thing could probably use like a good, just normal soap hand wash after the Comet, just to clean up all the residue. This looks pretty good here. I wiped that with a towel this morning, and then I let the birds crap all over it all day. So. But one other thing I wanted to point out, well, you can see here where this stuff doesn't rinse off that well, the Comet. And then if you look under the hood here in the corners, you can see where that stuff run down and ran in on both sides. It even dripped on the air cleaner and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a mess of a cleanup to do, and I think a good hand washing after the fact would probably help out. So it overall did a pretty good improvement over it. So a little bit of elbow grease. You want to give it a try on your own, have at it. So I forgot to do the whole like, subscribe thing. You've probably heard that enough by now, but I'd appreciate it. Thanks.